Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Wish you guys a happy new year. And let's take a look at Lower Bucks County Scholastic Chess League standings today. In the Eastern Division, we have Holy Ghost Prep 5-0, 5 wins in a row. Outstanding performance so far. They are followed by New Hope Academy with 3 wins and 2 losses, and Pensbury 3 wins and 1 loss. Pensbury still has to play one more match. Father Judge Tacconi Philadelphia Academy. In Central Division, Abington with 4 wins. Lower Moreland 3 wins and a half. They lost 1 and they tied 1. Council Rock, they won 3, they tied 1, so 3.5. Looks like Abington, Lower Moreland, and Council Rock, they are the favorites to qualify from this division, from Central Division. We still have New Hope Academy, Doylestown, Upper Dublin, and William Tennant. In Western Division, we have Germantown Academy and North Penn, 4 victories in a row. Outstanding performance so far. And we still have Norristown following, is still in the cards for the playoffs. And then we have Penn Charter, LaSalle, Plymouth. So far we are 50% of our games from the league are played, and today we will analyze a game played between Andrew from Holy Ghost Prep and Mike Real from New Hope Academy Yardley. It was a Sicilian opening, and the reason why Black plays c5 is he wants to trade off a side pawn for a center pawn, and he will have more pawns in the center in the middle game, and he will have the c-file open for his rook. Black played knight f6, developing the knight, attacking the pawn. I develop, I attack, you defend, and now it's my turn again, so I have a free move basically when you attack and your opponent has to defend. Bishop c4, bishop g7, short castle, short castle. Natural developing moves, nothing complicated. Here white went wrong, played bishop f4. He developed the bishop. I just don't like these bishops here because they could be really easily attacked. So here, if Michael will just focus a little bit, take a few minutes extra, he could just find e5 and he will attack the bishop and the knight, and it will fork both of the pieces, and when one piece moves away you capture the other one. If you move the bishop, I capture the knight. So up a piece, you just trade off pieces when you have material, and you win the endgame. Coming back to the game, Michael played e6, white played e5, and here if black will just move the knight away, he will have to win easily. So knight h5, you attack the bishop, bishop moves away, I pick up the pawn. That's one way to go. Or I could play knight d5, I attack your bishop, you have to take, and then I take and I attack your bishop with the pawn, and when you take my pawn I just pick up the pawn again, and the same fork like we discussed, the pawn is protected by the bishop. So it's the easiest way to win material in chess, by forking 2 pieces, and then one moves away and you capture the other one. Not mentioning also that this bishop hangs from the queen. So after pawn takes e5, After e5, Michael took on e5, bishop takes e5, and now somehow you are behind development with these two pieces, and you can't develop right away because then white will just take and you have a weak pawn. So probably black wanted to avoid this. Queen f3 and then rook d1, and you have the square also, so it's a nice game for white. So probably that's why black played bishop d7, queen f3 anyway, and knight c6. So finally finished development, knights and bishops out, and now the knight is attacking the bishop, so and the knight. So white has to capture on c6 and then bishop c6 and a capture back with tempo. And now white played queen f4. It's interesting here how he line up on this diagonal and he's eyeing this square and also this diagonal. Anytime he could play rook d1. So black has to be careful because he's also pressuring the f6 knight with the queen and the bishop. So black played knight h5 attacking the queen, queen e3, and now black captured on e5. And he played rook c8. We discussed this in the opening, that the semi-open file, and black could use it. Rook d1 with tempo, queen e7. Moving the queen out from the open file, connecting the rooks. And now white played queen d6, attacking the queen. Kind of forcing black to capture, to trade queens. Queen takes d6, rook takes d6, and now black gain a pawn with bishop takes g2, king takes g2, and rook takes c4. Now white played a3. I'm wondering why he didn't play rook d7 to attack the pawn. Probably he was thinking about rook b4, that I protect my pawn and attack yours, but after b3 you threatening a3 and the rook is misplaced here. So I think that's why white played a3, but he wasted a move, a tempo, and this move actually gives black the time to set up his defense. Black could have just played rook c8, and when you play rook d7 I could just protect everything on the 7th rank, and when you check me I just move up. I wanted to move my king up anyway, so it's closer to the center for any kind of endgame, and now I could just push my pawns. Black played knight f4 check, king f3, and h5. Again, this rook is out of the game, but now this rook needs to protect the knight. So black had the plan probably to play h5, g5, even f5, e5, e4, rook f to d1, and g5. Black is consistent. The only problem is giving up the 7th rank, and these pawns it could cost him the game. So it's a very risky strategy, because in endgame, once you're up material, you should just keep it simple. So here, choosing the right plan and keeping it simple, it will be to play double up, rook c8, rook d7, now the queen side is safe and sound, and then you still have this plan with pushing the pawns and attack the king. Black start attacking the king, and white said, okay, let me trade a pair of rooks, and black could have just played rook c8 again, and if you take on c4, I take and I keep the rook on the board on the 4th rank. Not that it makes a big difference, black took, and now again a tempo, e5, and now rook d7, the moves that we discussed before. Rook belongs open file, and you want to double up, then you want to put the rook on 7th rank and attack the enemy pawns. If you have 2 rooks, then you want to double up the 2 rooks on the 7th rank, but here is not the case because you only have 1. And now black played g4. The only reason I don't like this move is because it gives up the square for the king, and the king belongs in the center in endgame. The king is an active piece, so you want to activate your king and attack the enemy pawns. So here, after king e4, I attack on the pawn on e5, and if you play f6, I can even play king f5, and I'm threatening knight e4, knight f6, and I'm gonna start thinking about a checkmate once the king moves here in the corner. So it's very hard to play on the black side here. Actually, black is lost here because he's playing a piece down. White is 1, 2, 3, playing with 3 pieces, and black is only playing with 1. Rook is passive, king is cut, and the black rook is passive. So king g3, you know, it was a natural move in one way because you want to keep your king safe and sound, but in the end game you should centralize your king and have an active king. Black played king g7. I like this move because the king can move all the way up and be part of the action. King g6, even though he give up his pawns, and f5. And now finally the pawns are together, the king is not cut anymore, and he could move up to g5. Rook takes a7, and now rook d8. I like this move, rook on open file, and is ready to come in on 7th rank. If the rook gets to g2, it will be very close to checkmate, so white has to be very careful. And now white said, go baby go. So passed pawns must be pushed. It's true, but after rook d2, black has a very, very good counterplay here for the pawns, and he has attack on the king. Rook a6. This, I don't like this move because I wanted to play king g5 anyway. And now white is in big trouble because black is threatening h4 checkmate and is threatening rook g2 checkmate. So after f takes g4, black did a big mistake here. If black would just capture on g4 with the h pawn, then you can stop rook g2 checkmate. So for example, if you play h4, I don't even take that pawn en passant, I just play king h5, and you still cannot stop rook g2 checkmate. So black just made one move by hand, and it cost him the game. After knight d4 check, fork, king f5, knight takes d2, and this, instead of winning the game in one move, Michael lost the game in one move. So even though you are winning in a position, you still have to take your time, you still have to make sure you're doing the right move, and one move by hand and it could cost you the game. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This was National Master Bella Kiss, and I wish you guys nothing but the best in the new year.